So it was mentioned that even in these 9 varshas, the ninth, the in the ninth till now we have discussed about 8 varsha. So today we will discuss about the ninth varsha, which is also called as Bharata Varsha. So in Bharata Varsha, the personality that is being worshipped is Naranarayana Rishi. Naranarayana Rishis are the incarnation of the Lord into Naranarayana Rishis. And the Narada Muni, he offers glorification to the Naranarayan Rishi. So in his glorification, basically the Naranarayan Rishi we see here also in Himalayas, Badrikashram is there, where the Naranarayan Rishis they are worshipped. But here they are also uh, situated in Greater Himalayas, which is like the Himalayas that we know. These are called as we can say these are like the small part of the Greater Himalayas, which are situated, which is beyond our access. So there, Narayana Rishis reside in the deity form also. So to them, they are offering their obeisances. Namo, Om Namo Bhagavate Upasama Shilaya. Upasama Shilaya means he doesn't have any attachment. Maybe I will share the verses. Om Namo Bhagavate Upasama Shilaya. So he has fully control over his senses. Uparata Anatmaya. He doesn't have any attachment to material world. Namo Akinchana Vittaya. He is the property of the person who doesn't have any wealth. Rishi Rishabhaya. He is the best among all the sages. Nara Narayanaya. Unto that Lord Nara Narayana. Paramahamsa Paramagurave. He is the Guru for all the Paramahamsas. Atma Rama Adipataye. He is also the best of all self-realized persons. Namo Nama. We offer our respectful obeisances. Then they say, Kartasya Sarga Dishyo na Bhadyate Nahanyate Dehagato Pidaihi Drashtu Nadrugyasya Gunairvidushyate Tasmai Namo Asakta Vivikta Sakshini. Very nice prayer where he's saying that generally, like whatever people do so many things and people see so many things, but by doing, everyone thinks that I am the doer. Because of me, these things are achieved. So here the Lord is a different kind of doer. So we'll see. Kartasya Sargadishu. So Lord performs creation, maintenance, and destruction of this whole world, but he doesn't get affected by all these activities. He is not the bound as a, or he is not attached as a creator, maintainer, or destroyer. Nanyate deha gatopi dahike. Although he seems to have a body, but he is not at all influenced by bodily tribulations like hunger, thirst, fatigue, etc. And drashtur nadrugyasya gunair vidushyate. Although he is seeing the world, but the modes which are running this world, he will not at all get affected by that vision. Tasmai, therefore, Namo, we offer our respectful obeisances to Asakta Vivikta Sakshine, one who is unattached, who is without any affection, who is witnessing everything. Vivikta Sakshine. So that means that Lord is beyond the modes. Any conditioned soul in this world, when he does anything, there is a alternate tendency that I am, because of me this work is done, because of me this. So the tendency of glorification to some extent it is there, but although he is doing creation, maintenance, destruction of whole world, he doesn't. Uh, like he is not at all attached to that work. And conditioned soul, when he sees any sense gratification, which can facilitate his sense gratification, he may get attracted. So his drushti can get contaminated. But the Lord, although he is seeing the whole world, his drushti is never get affected by the three modes. So therefore, in order to get out of this conditioned nature, we are offering obeisances to that personality who doesn't have any any who doesn't have kind of any attachment, who is unattached, asakta, and who doesn't get affected by his witness. In this way, like Lord is never affected by the these modes that is being offered, and for us also, in order to come out come to that stage, we should worship that personality, that Lord. In this way, that they are saying. Then they are saying, Idam hi Yogeshwar Yoga Naipunam. So, like, what is the perfection of yoga, or the skillfulness in yoga, or expertise in yoga? So, that Lord Brahma is saying that at the end of their life, yad antakale tvayi nirgune mano. If their mind, if they are able to focus on you, O Lord, who is nirguna, with bhaktya, with bhakti, and dadita uchita dushkalevaraha, by giving up attachment to this material body. So whoever at the time of death, if they are able to place their mind on the Lord, that person, he has nicely performed yoga, or his yoga is perfectly is executing. So that is the standard how to understand a person has performed nice yoga. He is able to remember the Lord. So that is the standard they are saying. Otherwise, they are saying uh, in this life, a person, if he is so much attached to desires, kama lampataha, so aihika amushmika, in this life and the next life, when he is so much attached, he may be always thinking about his own family members, children, suteshu, dareshu, wife, dhaneshu, the wives, chintayan, shanketa, he is always afraid. So afraid at the time of death with one, so he is like that person, he may, if he is learned person, kukalevara atyatas. So if he says he is a learned person, but he is at the time of death, or he is always thinking chintayan, thinking, worrying about his family members and wealth, which is related to this body, which is Kalevara, which is like not so palatable. So all his work is like Shrama Eva Kevalam. It's not worth that kind of thinking. So the yoga is perfection is to remember the Lord, but forgetting the Lord and thinking about all other things and all other material things and all other personality, material people, that is not a perfection of yoga, and that will only result in Shrama Eva Kevalam, only endeavor. So it is a waste of time. So therefore, it is always better to think about the Lord and see all others in connection with the Lord. Then the relationships will be perfected. Otherwise, it will create bondage. So this way they are offering prayers, and then finally they are offering benediction, asking for everything. That, oh Lord, uh, we are always bewildered by your Maya. So please remove this Maya from us so that we will be able to remember you. So like that, therefore, so that by our nature we should be able to remember you. So in this way, please bestow your mercy upon me. So like that, they are praying to the Lord in the Naranarayan Rishi. Narada Muni is praying. So in this way, the 9 Varshas, their different personalities are glorified. So here in Bharata Varsha, there are so many mountains that are mentioned. So Malaya, Mainaka, Trikuta, Rishabha, and Shri Shaila, Venkata, which is like Tirupati, Rishamika, Govardhana, Raivataka. So all these different parvatas are there. So many wonderful rivers are flowing here. Chandrasa, Tamirapani, Kaveri, Godavari. So all these Krishna Venya, Tungabhadra, Narmada. So all these great rivers are also flowing in Bharatavarsha and purifying the whole land. Whoever takes bath, they will get purified. And the nature of this Bharatavarsha is that it is called as Karma Bhumi. What is Karma Bhumi? Means based on their uh, activities, people in this Bharatavarsha can attain to heaven or can attain to again this earthly planet or can attain the lower form of life. They create, they do simple activities. So therefore, it is called as Karma Bhumi because in all other Varshas, they are enjoying the results of their karma, but they cannot accrue more karma there. But here, whoever, and in fact, if they perform devotional service to Lord Vishnu, they can go to even Lord Vishnu's abode also. In this way, it will award liberation. In that liberation is bhakti, because if someone gets by chance the association of devotees, their life will become perfected. So that is a great advantage of taking birth in Bharatavarsha in this thing. So especially that is glorified that uh, like in Bharatavarsha or in general in this earth, Bharatavarsha especially, there is a great chance to associate with pure devotees. Because of that, the bondage of ignorance will cut off and they can go to they by bhakti yoga they will achieve real liberation. So therefore, even the devatas, swargavasis, they glorify devatas, they glorify Bharatavarsha. So see what their glorification is. Okay, I'll share the verses. They are saying, Aho Amisham Kimakari Shobhanam Prasanna Yesham Sviduta Swayam Hari Yairjanma Labdam Nushu Bharatajire Mukunda Sevo Paikam Spruhahinha. So he's saying these personalities who have taken birth in Bharatavarsha, Shobhanam means it is very because they might have performed many beautiful activities. Therefore, Lord is pleased with them. So therefore, they Yair Janma Labdam Nushu Bharatajire. So they have attained their Janma as a human being in the Bharatavarsha because Mukunda Sevo Paikam, which is very much uh, favorable to serve the Lord Mukunda. And Spurhahina, we can only desire that thing, but we don't have that opportunity. So the human form of life in this earth is very rare, and even the Swargavasis they are desiring because in that form they can simply serve the Lord and go back to Godhead, which is not possible in heaven. So therefore, Prabhupada always quotes this shloka, which comes in Chaitanya Charitamrita, this very famous shloka. Bharata bhumite haila manushya janma yara, janma sartaka kari kara para upakara. Whoever takes birth in this Bharata Varsha, or Prabhupada equates with the land of India, first they can perfect their own life, janma sartaka kari, and kara para upakara. Please, they can benefit others also. How? By propagating Krishna consciousness. So this is the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu instructed all his followers to do this. First, make your life perfect by devotional service and also help others in promoting this devotional service. So in this way, this is very much applied to all of us where we can perfect our life by bhakti and also help in propagate that bhakti to all others by which all others will also get benefited. So they are saying, Kim Dushkara Kratu, what is the use of we have performed so many kratus, sacrifices, tapa, the austerities, vrata, so many vratas, dana, we have given so much charity, and and by which we have attained this heavenly kingdom. But this heavenly kingdom is very insignificant because here Nayatra Narayana Pada Pankaja Smriti. We are not able to remember the lotus feet of Lord Narayana. Why? Because Pramushta Atishaya Indriya Utsava. Because there is so much sense gratification here, Atishaya, excessive Indriya Utsava, so much sense gratification. Because of that, we have lost our kind of intelligence. We are not able to remember the lotus feet of the Lord. So, wherever there is excessive sense gratification, there is a high chance of forgetting the Lord. So, therefore, they are saying, even though we are living in heaven, because of so many sense gratification opportunities, we are forgetting the lotus feet of the Lord. So, wherever the place that we are residing, we should not calculate the amount of pleasures we are getting through sense gratification, but we can calculate the importance by how much we are able to remember the Lord. So that is how the glory of a place will be determined. So that's why even the Sargavasis are praising Bharata. They are saying Kalpaisham Sthana Jayat Punar Bhava Kshanayusham Bharata Pujayo. They are what to speak of Sarga, they are saying that even a lifetime of Brahma, even in the planet of Brahma, still they have to come back to this world after their lifetime is over. So, but the birth in Bharata Varsha, even Kshanayusham, even a moment is Varam, is superior. Even a birth in Svargaloka or birth in Brahmaloka. Why? What is the reason? They are not glorifying simply just like that. Kshanena Matyena Krutam Manasvina. So it's not like some other who is staying in Bharatavarsha. They just want to pump up the ego of Bharati or Indians or the people of earth. So you are so great. He is writing. So it's not for that purpose. He is increasing that this human form of life in this world, it is like so rare that simply by performing devotional service they can go to the devatas, the supreme abode of Lord Hari. Kshanena Matyena Krutam Manasa Sanyasa Samyati Abhayam Paranhade. So they can attain the abode of Lord Hari just by placing their mind. So therefore, for others, they have to, if they born in Swarga or the Brahma's planet, they have to stay there till the end of their duration of that abode. So which is very, very long. But human form of life in Bharatavarsha, simply by performing, remembering the Lord at the end of their life, which is very short, 100 human years, they can go back to Godhead. So, like in this way, the glories of Bharatavarsha is glorified. This is very nice sloka. How, which place one should stay or which place one should visit. The standard place where the golden standard according to Bhagavatam. This is saying which place which is fit for staying or which is fit for visiting, which one aspires to stay. So where it is saying Nayatra Vaikunta Kada Sudhapaga Nasadavo Bhagavatastatashreya Nayatra Yajnesha Makha Mahotsava Suresha Lokopi Navaisa Sevyatam Nayatra Vaikunta Kata Sudhapaga. Even if it is Suresha Loka, even if it is a heavenly planet, Navaisa Sevyatam, that planet is not to be frequented or not to be stayed. Where Nayatra, in that place, if there is no nectar of Vaikuntha Kada, no nectar of Vishnu Kada, that place is not fit. Or Nasadavo Bhagavata Sadashraya, if that place there are no Bhagavatas who have taken shelter of that Vaikuntha Kada, that place is not fit. Or who have taken shelter of the Lord, sadhus are not living, who have taken shelter of the Lord, that place is not fit for staying. And Nayatra Yajnesha Makha Mahotsava, where there are no sacrifices for the Lord. What is this sacrifice? This is Ishamaka. Ishamaka means the sacrifice for the Supreme Lord. What is that Ishamaka? That is Sankirtan Yajna, where there, which is also called as Mahotsava. So Sankirtan Yajna is supremely satisfying to the heart. It gives so much pleasure if someone participates in Nama Sankirtan Yajna. So if a place doesn't have that Nama Sankirtan Yajna or sadhus who are taking shelter of the Lord, or where there is no Krishna Kada, that place is, even if it is heavenly planet, that place is not fit to be Sevyatam, means to be served or frequented or stayed like that. So this is a golden standard of which place one should aspire. So that is Bhagavatam is saying. And then, so like they are saying that, but if someone who has attained this human form of life, in this Varsha, but still if they are not endeavoring to attain the Lord, but not performing bhakti, that is like a bird which is caught by a hunter, when it is released, again that bird comes and caught by the hunter, like that. There is a great chance of escaping from the cycle of birth and death by performing bhakti here in human form of life. But if he doesn't do, again he get caught up in the cycle of birth and death. So they are saying that. So we, like people who out of Shraddha perform activities, offer their activities to the Lord by performing yajna and other things, mantra and other things. The Lord will be pleased and Lord may award benedictions. But the Lord, if someone worships the Lord for some material benediction, Lord will definitely fulfill that. Satyam dishati artitamartito nunam. The Lord will definitely fulfill. But naivartato yat punarattitayata. He will fulfill in such a way that that person will not ask that benediction again. So he will abundantly fulfill in such a way that that person is completely satisfied. And he will do one thing here. Swayam vidatte bhajatam anichyatam. Although that person is not willing to take shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord, which is the Ichchapidanam, which has all the desires that one desires. But still, out of mercy, the Lord will give his own lotus feet to that person. So that means if a person worships the Lord sincerely, with continuously, with bhakti, and the Lord is pleased, he will fulfill that desire. For some other desire he is praying, but he will fulfill in such a way that he will give his own lotus feet, which has all other desires included. And that person, by tasting that lotus feet, he will not desire any other thing. So such is the mercy of the Lord. So, but it is like if one sincerely performs devotional service seriously, and then the Lord will do so this favor, so that he will attain to the Lord. So that is how the Lord will fulfill the desires. And finally, they are saying that now we are living in these heavenly planets. If at all we have any pious credits, let us take birth in this Bharata Varsha as a human being, so that we will also worship Lord Hari, and that will bestow auspiciousness to us. So, like that, even the Swargavasis are glorifying Bharata Varsha so that they attain perfection. So in this way, the glories of Bharatavarsha we have seen. So in this way, we have covered the 9 Varshas. So we'll continue in our next discussion, the remaining things, remaining portion of the universal description. So I'll stop here. You will, Krishna.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki.